Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about benefits of becoming a naturalized citizen. Should you become a US citizen if you are a green card holder? What are the benefits of becoming US citizen? Benefits of naturalization. Or should I consider US citizenship? Welcome, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and this video I'm talking about the benefits of being US citizens versus becoming green card holder. So should you consider to become a full US citizen, or should you consider and stay as green card holder? What are the benefits? Or in rather, what benefits do I get? For me, I'm a naturalized US citizen. I went through this way, and some of these benefits I'm talking, there I got myself, and I know what are the benefits. So I printed this page. This page is from the US government department, which is dealing with the immigration. So US Citizenship and Immigration Services. That is they put the benefits of becoming US citizen. Should you consider, or they convince, I don't know whether they convince you to become a US citizen, but for me, I'm going through some of this reason, but I'll give you some of extra reasons which I experienced as a US citizen compared to the time I'm just like green card holder. So welcome. This is Ernest Boniface Makulilo from the EBM Scholars, and I welcome to my show here. Before I continue, please, I ask you one thing only: subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe, it gives me more motivation to keep making these videos, educative video, which can be able to help you. So this video is for those people who are already green card holder and they are still in the limbo to make a decision. Should I become a US citizen, or let me stay as green card holder? But also, if you have never been to America and you are planning to come to America, so do you want to consider, like, okay, if I go to America, I don't care. If I become green card holder, I'll go straight ahead and becoming a US citizen. So I don't care. I just become permanent resident just as a way. So should you become a US citizen? Should you naturalize and become a US citizen? So, yeah. So as we know, in the US, there are people who are citizens and those who are not citizens. So both are living in America. So if you are a green card holder, you are not a citizen. So I'm talking about, should you consider to become a US citizen? So there is no way of jumping from student visa to US citizenship. You have to pass through permanent residence or becoming green card holder. Number one benefit, voting. So this depends on people. Do you really want to vote in American elections? Some people, they see this is important for them. Some people, this is not a big deal for me. I don't care whether I vote, either I don't vote. And especially for immigrants, sometimes we came from countries where it doesn't matter whether you vote, you don't vote, maybe there's still election, whatever. So sometimes we take our, okay, I don't want to participate in the elections here. Some people, they value a lot, so that is none of you, what your decision. So some people, they say, okay, this is my right, I have to vote, I can make changes from my local governments, I can make changes into the federal government, but one of the benefit is voting. But if you are a green card holder, you cannot vote. If you are caught voting and you are not a US citizen, you will be directly deported to your home country. So if you want to vote, become a US citizen. If you are caught voting, you are not a US citizen, whether you are a green card holder, whether whatever, you are going to be deported. So point number two is straight ahead is the issue of deportation. If you are a green card holder, or you are a non-citizen in general, anything can happen to you. But being a US citizen, there is no place they can deport you. You are already here. You are a US citizen. What do they deport you? Deport you to take you from California to New York? No, you are already here. So the only thing they'll do is to put you in jail. That's all. But you cannot be deported at all because you are US citizen. So you cannot be deported. It doesn't matter what happened to people who are called undocumented immigrants with a permanent residence are eligible for deportation. If you do certain things, you can be deported if you are permanent resident, but US citizens can never be deported because they are here. They are citizens of this country. The only thing they will do is to put you in jail if you are going to do certain kind of crime. So that's all. So no matter what you do, you are here for a long time. So that is something else. Let's talk about travel. If you are a US citizen, you can be able to travel many countries with a US passport for a longer time. If you are not a US citizen, there are certain restrictions. If you travel with maybe green card holder, you can have to stay for this amount of time, or you have to fill the advance parole form, all these other things. But as a US citizen, you can go to another country, you can stay there for 10 years. They don't care. So that is something else. You can stay for a long period of time. So, but even if you stay there for a long period of time, but let me give you experience of traveling with American passport. Man, it is a very great feeling. Okay, I know there are some of the challenges, but it's a great feeling. I remember when I was traveling from US to Tanzania. One time, usually when I travel, I go very simple. I wear flip-flop just to be comfortable traveling. So just dropped in Amsterdam there. We had like a couple hours, like 4 hours to go to another flight. So while I was getting off the plane, going to my gate to find another place. So there are people where I'm having their security, the police, like 2 police officers. They have their full equipment, everything. So they can stop someone and ask, where are you going? Show me your documentation, things of that nature, within airport. So they stopped me, I think because I was simple, whatever. Okay, so I say, okay, so who are you? Where are you going? I say, I'm going to Tanzania. Can we see your ticket? I give my ticket. Okay, your passport. Boom, the ego. When they saw the ego, which is the seal for the United States of America, blue passport, they didn't even open inside. They gave me back. We are so sorry, sir. You can proceed. You see the difference? If I had the Tanzanian passport, they could just ask me a question like, okay, how long did you stay in America? As if they're supposed to deal with things in America. But when I showed the blue passport with the United States citizen, like the blue one here, it's just, we are so sorry. Just take your passport back. You can proceed. So those are the differences sometimes you can get. But when you are traveling overseas, almost all countries around the world, I can travel without getting the visa in advance. I can get the visa upon arrival at the airport. I know so many countries, they have good partnership. Like even for someone in Kenya, you can go many countries, like even 20, 50 countries without asking for the visa. But those countries you'll be going, the countries you have bilateral contracts. But you cannot, from Africa or from Asia, just jump to London. No. You cannot just go to London, Germany. But for me, I can just, okay, I'm tired. Let me get my passport, get into the plane. I'm going to London. I'll get the visa in London over there. I can get the visa in Frankfurt, wherever. Any country, almost around. I cannot go to Iran. I cannot go to other countries, North Korea. I cannot go to those countries because it's risky for American citizens. But almost all countries, I can just go and get the visa upon arrival. They don't ask me for my bank statement. They don't ask me how much money I have in the bank because they trust me. I cannot go there and disappear. But at the time I have my passport in Tanzania, wherever I want to go, you have to show the bank statement. How many days are you going to stay there? Do you have a friend? But they don't ask me any question. Any country I go, whether it's Australia, whether it's wherever in Europe, that's something else. I remember another example. When we got married with my wife, we were going to Tanzania. I don't know whether it's the honeymoon or something I can say. We were in Zurich in Switzerland. So while we were there, we had almost 8-10 hours layover, or 14, I don't remember, it was very extended hours layover. So we had a hotel room within the airport, but we wanted to go also outside to see. You know what they said? The American citizen can go out, but you, because I was having a Tanzanian passport, no, stay inside. Because they don't trust you can go there and disappear. But now, I can stop in any country and just go outside and come here, but come back without any problem because you have American passport. I know there are countries like Qatar, Ethiopia, when you have a long extended, they give you the visa, but they know for sure they cannot do that to America. Just, okay, let me get just the visa and just I will stay here in LAX, Los Angeles International Airport for a few hours. It's not that easy. So that is about traveling. There are so many other benefits about traveling with American passport. So another thing is jobs. There are so many jobs which require US citizenship, and mostly are federal jobs. Federal jobs have very good benefits. So if the jobs have very good benefits, people want to do federal jobs. And the federal jobs, again, you needed to have a very good credit history. And some of the great credit federal jobs, they check so many things, like don't do bad drug, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, so that you can be eligible to get clearance. So I remember one time I was green card holder. There was one job I have to teach Swahili language to military personnel in German. But they processed my papers and I was green card holder. They say, oh, by the way, you cannot go because you are not a US citizen, because if something happens to you, they will be liable to your country. And the job, they were paying me $15,000 per month, including flight ticket, everything. But I didn't go because I was not a US citizen. So there are certain times, there are certain jobs, they come there, and especially as immigrant here, you have just your language. Because you are not a US citizen, you cannot be able to get them. There are so many federal jobs, just even if you don't have work experience, just by having bachelor degree, but having master's degree, it is easier to get those jobs. If you go to the US jobs.gov, there are jobs, for instance, if you start like grade 9, even if you don't have work experience even for one day, but having master's degree, you are already qualified to get those jobs, which is impossible to get those kind of jobs in non-federal life. So that is one way of easier way to get good jobs in America, is be a US citizen and apply to the federal jobs. There are jobs just with education. It doesn't matter. You have never have any kind of experience. They will take you because of your education. Okay, so that is another kind of benefit. But some people, they want, I want to show my patriotism to America. So if you become a US citizen, you become also like, okay, I'm very committed to this country. Things of that nature. But for me, patriotism as immigrant goes to be serving in the United States military. Because no matter how many years you have stayed here, you'll continue to be immigrant. When you apply for a job, whatever, yes, we have accent. I know that. Don't tell me, oh, you have African tough accent. Yes, I have accent. But when I apply any job, the first thing, I'm US Navy veteran. So if I have that, whatever, any job you apply, they ask a question, are you a US veteran? If the answer is yes, what is your status of discharge? Honorable discharge. Perfect. If you have honorable discharge or dishonorable, you were gone. You need to have honorable discharge, whatever. So if you step in the military, it is one of the way of showing patriotism, and you'll get so many jobs, so many opportunities. And a couple of days ago, we had a Veterans Day. We had so many things for free all over America if you served in the United States military. So they value a lot, and that is one of the way of showing patriotism. So for me, on a jobs I apply, oh, you are a veteran. So the discussion is not about how did you grow up in Tanzania. There is no that kind of question. For me, when I apply the job, they say, oh, you speak Swahili. Oh, you lived overseas. But American citizen who served in the military and has a knowledge of Swahili, knowledge of African culture, that's what's important too. So it's kind of more patriotic than a person born and raised here who didn't serve in the military. So that is another advantage of being a US citizen. You are eligible on, again, part of the jobs, but if you serve in the military, you can go direct as officer because you are US citizen with a degree. For instance, you have a degree. For me, when I joined in the military, because I had a master's degree, but I was not a citizen, I was just a green card holder, I ended up joining as enlisted. But if I was a citizen, I could start direct as officer. So it's up to you. What kind do you want to do? Do you want to be that way? Again, what is the other benefit of being a naturalized citizen is if your child is born overseas, will automatically become a US citizen. So it doesn't matter where your child is born, as long as a parent is a US citizen, a child is automatically a US citizen. So do you want to do that for your children? I believe yes. You need to give opportunity to your children. The only thing, if your child is born outside of the United States, is will not run for the USA presidency. But otherwise, yeah. So that is one of the way, the benefit. But even if you have, let's say you have families, like say you can sponsor your mother, you can sponsor your father, you can sponsor your siblings to come to America and get a green card if you are a US citizen. If you are not, you cannot be able to do that. If you are a green card holder, And even if you sponsor, you ask for your spouse, it will take you like at least 5 years or 8 years to get someone to be sponsored. But if you're a US citizen, if I apply for my mother to get US citizenship, it will not take more than a year, will be given a green card. So that is a big benefit to bring your relatives in the United States of America, be a US citizen. So another thing is, many countries in the world, US they don't care how many citizenship you have. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they don't care. So it's not necessarily you have to give up your citizenship unless otherwise your country of origin restricts you from your citizenship. So you, for instance, for citizens of Tanzania, my case, we don't have dual citizenship. So once you become a citizen of another country, you are automatically denounce your Tanzanian citizenship. But many countries, so US doesn't care about that. Whether you are a citizen of 2 countries already, they'll give the citizenship to you and your mother country, which you'll be sorting up. So no matter what it happens, if your country allows dual citizenship, is good to go to do that. So some people, they look about the other factors, like you can be able to serve in the jury if you matter. If it matters to you, that is an opportunity to be able to serve in the jury. So those are some of the benefits of becoming US citizen overall. So it's just up to you. You are a green card holder. Do you want to go all the way? Should you consider to become a US citizen? For me, I will tell you yes. Unless otherwise, becoming a US citizen will affect your employment, will affect your resources, will affect your benefits and everything you have in your mother country. For instance, as I say, if you are coming from a country where they don't allow dual citizenship like Tanzania, you have to make this a very tough decision for you. If you own land in your country like Tanzania, you have to be considered, should I be a US citizen or stay with this one? Because a foreigner cannot own land. So you have to make all this kind of decision. So go and read the benefits of not become a citizen of your country, or even if they allow dual citizenship in your country. But if you want to become a president, is it a good idea to be a citizen of 2 countries and run for president in your country? Do they allow, or will be seen like this person might be a traitor? So all those things you have to consider, play all the reasons on both sides before you make this decision. Because once you become a US citizen and a citizen of another country, it's a different ball game. So what's your take on this? Should you go all the way to become a US citizen, or continue be green card holder? So those are benefits of becoming a naturalized US citizen. For me, I enjoy all those benefits, and even beyond that kind of benefits. No one is questioning me so many other things. I'm happy with this one. I'm happy with the decision I did to become a full American citizen without, even if my former country doesn't allow dual citizenship, I go ahead. So if I'm traveling back to Tanzania, I have a visa. I have no problem with that. Yes, I have to follow all the rules and regulations of a foreigner, not to do that one. One of the benefits is, if you enter into any legal problem in any country as a US citizen, the consular can, or the US government through embassy, can be notified because their citizen has a problem. But if you are a dual citizen, this is a tricky part. If I'm a citizen of US in Tanzania, or a citizen of US in Kenya, and I go to Kenya and I get into trouble, the local law, because I'm a citizen of Kenya, it will be following. But if I'm just a US citizen, the government of US will be able to be notified and to make a follow-up. Consular, some of the jobs of the consular is to make this kind of follow-up, to make sure that these people, the American citizens, they are not in trouble. What do you need, legal counsel, and all other things to make sure that you are able to benefit. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Watch the suggested videos here: how to succeed in America, how to be able to buy a house, how to be able to come to America, getting green card, visa, everything you need to know. Remember also to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate everyone who has been watching to my videos, who have been recommending my videos to someone else. US, you are #1 viewers of this video, followed by Kenya, Ghana, Nepal, and Tanzania. Those are, and then UAE. Those are the 6 countries which are top viewers of my videos, please keep watching and share the video to anybody you know, so that whether they are in US, whether they want to come to US or they want to go to Europe, they can be able, these principles, they almost go to anywhere. Even if you are, it's not about US citizen. If you want to become German, if you want to become, you have to consider all the same factors. Should you become a typical German citizen, or should you be a Norwegian citizen? All those things are the same in terms of thinking and reasoning before you make the big decision. Okay, goodbye everyone. It's me, Ernest Makulilo, EBM, and this is EBM Scholars Show. Goodbye.